says, and Moses went down from the mountain unto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. Verse 15, and he said unto the people, be ready against the third day.
That's what the Lord had told him when you go back up at 8. You read down, he told them, have them sanctify themselves 3 days, wash them, purify themselves. Because they finna come see the Lord. So, go ahead.
It says, verse 15, and he said unto the people, be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives. Verse 16, and it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightning, and a thick cloud upon the mountain.
Thick cloud on the mountain, so that's the Lord right there. Go ahead.
And the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp.
And that's what we do now. Our voice is exceeding loud. But the scriptures say, Isaiah 58, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Right. And our voice is being lifted all over the world. Okay, go ahead.
It says, verse 17, it says, and Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet the heavenly Father. And they stood at the neither part of the mount. Verse 18, and Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord Yahweh descended upon it in fire.
That's right.
And the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked.
Same way when they was moving through the wilderness, when the Lord sent that smoke on top of the tabernacle, they rested. And when he moved out the tabernacle, that's when they got up and went forward. When you read in, I was reading that in Numbers. Yep, whenever he set up on it, it was him letting them know the rest. I think wherever that smoke went, they went. Because, they had to see the cloud leaving and going a certain way. So that's the way they went. Go ahead.
Verse 19, it says, and when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and the heavenly Father answered him by a voice. Verse 20, and the Lord Yahweh came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mountain. And the Lord Yahweh called Moses up to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. Verse 21, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto the Lord Yahweh to gaze, and many of them perish. Verse 22, and
they hear me, they break through, be peeping and shit, they gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, verse 22, and let the priests also, which come near the Lord Yahweh, sanctify themselves, lest the Lord Yahweh break forth upon them. Verse 23, and Moses said unto the Lord Yahweh, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify it. It says, verse 24, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, away, get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. But let not the priests and the people break through the camp. Break through to camp up until, so let me read that again. It says, verse 24, and Lord Yahweh said unto him, away, get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. But let not the priests and the people break through to camp up until the Lord Yahweh, lest he break forth upon them. Verse 25, so Moses went down unto the people and spake unto them. Verse 20, chapter 20.
Go ahead. You say he came down. Now go back to 16. Go back to 16.
Back in Exodus 19 and 16, it says, and it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders. There were thunders and lightning.
This is the Lord speaking. Go ahead.
And a big cloud upon the mountain, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud. So that all the people that was in the camp trembled.
They trembled. So they trembled at the voice of the Lord. See that? And he said, if you come peeping, you're going to die if you come too close. So when you keep reading on, it say they knew. They told Moses, you go ahead, you can speak to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Then it goes into how Moses, when he saw the Lord, his face, it was so much wisdom, his face started shining. He had to wear a veil and everything. So the Lord, you couldn't even be around him and hear him speak, and he would kill you. So the Lord so clever, His wisdom so infinite, that He had Esau put a satellite right here in the orbit. He said, that's my tabernacle. You see what I'm saying? A tabernacle is my dwelling place. He said, I'm gonna bring my crib a little bit closer to you. My voice gonna be right here on top of you. Cause y'all can't stand to hear my voice because it'll kill you.
Right.
So I'm gonna do it another way. Y'all can play. I'm gonna do it a whole nother way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Teeman create these satellites with all this digital and wireless feed, and then boom, here you got the internet. Now we can talk out here because this is word that comfort. These is words we can speak His words and put it up, and it go all the way through the world. Now ain't gonna kill nobody when you hear it. Unless you keep disobeying the orders, then you'll be like, okay, time to kill you. But on the spot, they was trembling and scared. Now you ain't gotta be scared when you hear it. You ain't gotta fear it. Be fainting and shit when you hear it. You can just get on there and look. Exactly. See? Man, the Lord covered, bro.
Man, it's cold.
Read that again.
Back in Exodus chapter 19, verse 16, it says, and it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightning, and a thick cloud upon the mountain.
Oh, go back to
Psalms.
My bad, Psalm.
Back in Psalms
19, it was that 4.
chapter 19 and 4, it says, their line is going out through all the earth, and their words, it says, in their words to the end of the world. And them hath He set tabernacles for the sun.
See, He said tabernacle. For them, He said tabernacles for the sun. So He did that for us. Letting Esau put these satellites up. He did that for us, man. For us to push the word, blow the trumpet, get the warnings out there. Because if it wouldn't be for that, we all be having to go to New York to hear the word. You had to travel from all over the world. Now, the world could come to New York on a feed and listen. See that? They can listen. See that? So that's beautiful. So it's out there, and for us to hear it and hearken to it. Give me Deuteronomy 17 and 12. Deuteronomy 17 and 12. And Isaiah 9 and 17. So yeah, man, the Lord, He's so cold with His knowledge, bro. That's cold. When I read that, I was like, man, the Lord brought His tabernacle, He brought His voice right outside the firmament. So when we hear it, we won't be afraid, or we won't die. You know what I'm saying? Hearing and keeping or listening, looking at the voice. Man, that's the Lord cold. You know, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 17 and 12. And the man that would not, that will do presumptuously, and would not hearken unto the priest that standeth to the ministry.
See, we those priests. Okay, go ahead.
There, before Yahweh thy power, or unto the judge, even that man shall die.
Even that man shall die. You ain't gotta listen. See, just like the Lord, He said, if you peek through, if you sneak through the camp and see me, you're gonna die.
Right.
Now, He's saying, boom, you're gonna die if you don't hearken into the words. So even though we got this internet going, and the judges and priests are putting the information out there and telling you what's right, what's wrong, what you gotta do. If you don't hearken, you still gonna die. Because you heard His voice through who? The prophets. Hosea 12 and 10. So you heard His voice through the men. So it's the same thing as Him speaking, because if you don't hear it, you're gonna die. See that? Hey, get out of Leviticus 26 and 14.
Just a little bit more.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt put away the evil from Israel.
So you shall put away the evil from Israel, man. All y'all gotta do is hearken into the voice.
Exactly.
You can put away the evil, and then the Lord basically shorten His time up and go ahead and come get us. You know? We used to laugh and say, damn, these 2/3 y'all niggas want to prolong the kingdom. All y'all gotta do repent, call on the name, we out of here. Y'all holding up progress, bro. Go ahead, Leviticus 26 and 14.
In this book of Leviticus chapter 26 and 14, it says, but if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, verse 15, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, verse 16, I also will do this unto you. I would even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of the heart, and ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it.
So he gonna put you with fevers, all kind of. He gonna put lung diseases on you. He gonna put heart diseases, all this diabetes. All this because you ain't hearkening to the voice. You see that? The Lord, the voice is going out. It's going out through the internet, men on the street. You see, that's why a lot of times people come by, I ain't got time to listen to it. All right, here go to the site. Now you can go jump on the internet and hear everything we said. Or the other brothers, because once you get on one, it's somebody else's feed gonna pop up.
This is the word hearken. To hear, listen, to obey, to hear with the tension of interest.
With the intention of interest, man. People hear the word, they just walk by, you know how they do it. They be ducking when they walk through it. They get on, man. They don't,
right.
They get on. They don't stop and listen. You gotta be nosy, man. Y'all already nosy. Be nosy for the truth.
Right.
Instead of worrying about what your neighbor got on his garage.
Right.
And in the backyard, peeping over the fence like dude on Home Improvement. You remember that? Yeah. Just keep peeping over the fence. Like y'all tripping, man. Read that again.
It says to hear, listen, to obey, to hear within attention.
Why it said listen and obey? Because you can listen and then don't obey. It said listen and obey. You see that? It didn't just say listen. It said listen and obey. Do what it tell you to do. He tell you his commandments not grievous. It ain't hard to do these commandments. You just got to put that pork down, that lobster and that shrimp. That shit like that. Quit smoking. Shit, for the most part, everything else is about the same. Don't be sleeping with nobody else's wife. Get your own little girl up. Or don't have one at all. That's even better. Then you just get next to the Lord. Everything else is the same. Shoot, we still got clothes on, we still got shoes on. Still got to go to work for somebody else, get somebody else to read this the same thing, man.
Still got to get some neighbors for you.
Yeah, Lord, hey, just do this right here. Man, Jake don't want to. They don't even listen. He say listen to their heart. They don't even want to listen. Like they go straight by. Hollering out the window. Some of them be cheerleading. Yeah. Right on, brothers. Hey, all right on. Y'all still going. You ain't gonna get out. Like they don't know they get marked. They get marked when they do this shit. You know? You wonder why Big Mama died that night. Should have stopped. Maybe the Lord would have prolonged her.
Exactly.
You know? Get Isaiah 9:17 off the chapter.
That's book Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 17. It says, therefore the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, shall have no joy in their young men.
See, he ain't gonna have no joy in them. Cause they wild as fuck out here, man. They out of control. Bro, they out of control, man. We just had a 15-year-old shot his foster parents. What was that? Over here in Little Rock this weekend. Some people took him in. They took him in, and then he wound up killing them. They said them people do anything for him. They wind up killing him. He wound up killing them.
We had a murder escape.
Yeah. Y'all let them through. Yeah, they had I seen that guy. He wasn't even from Arkansas, the one in the skate. Yeah, he looked like somebody from Arkansas though. Yeah, he escaped. He climbed that field. He got cut up too. Yeah, he wanted to skate real bad. Somebody must beat him up in there.
What?
Say what?
My cousin was kicking him with
Oh, in the jail.
outside.
Oh, well, they gonna get charged too, ain't they?
They locked one of them up.
They said one of them they was accessory or something. Shit, I'm like, hell y'all. Well, unless he had that suit on, they be want you to tell it now, man. These folks, man, he saw something else. Everything. Shit. You don't know, dude, could have held a knife, a stick. He had a stick up to your throat or
He was
something.
a cool dude in there. Yeah, it was
Man, side B. That's crazy. Get that Isaiah 9 to 17.
I got you.